Good afternoon, world. It is noon 01, which is moments past noon in Waxahachie, Texas, deep in the heart of the Lone Star State. As always, our podcast comes live from downtown Waxahachie in the shadows of the Ellis County Courthouse. And I'm your co-host, Jeff Lynch. Capably, ably, willingly is our man, Sam Brooks, at the board. And to my right, your friend and my friend, man about town, Scott Brooks.
Thank you, brother. Welcome, everybody. It is a beautiful Tuesday out there. Sorry that we missed last. Wait a minute. Did we miss last Thursday or last? Yeah, we missed last Thursday. We had a little glitch over here in our studio, and we're not highfalutin studio. We built this thing, made this thing, and we like it. And we're proud of it, but we had a little glitch, so we're sorry we missed you on Thursday. We're back now, and we'll be back for good. Obviously, it is.
Tell them why we missed it.
I don't remember.
Spectrum had problems.
Oh yeah.
And I tell you what, it scared me when I got that memo from Scott that hang on, we may or may not have it.
Yeah.
I had just dumped ATT to go to Spectrum in my home, and I go,
yeah, I think
yow.
it's Spectrum's okay. It's no big deal. But we're back now. We're here every Tuesday, Thursday from noon to 1 o'clock Texas time, which is Central Standard Time. We talk about anything and everything under the sun. Pardon that pun. And as usual, we have a lot to talk about today for sure. We always start our show with Sammy telling us what famous athletes across the four major sports wore the number of our episode minus the one in front. Today is 131. Is that what we said? Right?
Yep, 131.
So we use the 31, and that's our episode.
And we
Can't believe it's that many already.
I know.
And then Sammy tells us what athletes wore number 31, starting in football, right?
Yep.
Man, that's not a popular number.
Yeah, I don't think I know anybody on this list.
If you don't know them, I don't think they're important.
Well, you got to put somebody in the.
Let's see who they are. Let's see. Maybe to us older people.
Yeah. All right. Well, this guy's a Hall of Famer, Jim Taylor.
Yeah. Oh yeah, duh.
The fullback.
Yeah.
We got Donnie Shell.
Donnie Shell played for the Raiders.
Yeah.
And the Steelers.
Okay.
We got Priest Holmes.
Yeah.
Running back for the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Jamal Lewis. He played for the Ravens.
Yeah.
Jack Tatum. He was a Raider.
Wasn't he the assassin?
He was a safety.
He's the one that paralyzed Darryl Stingley back in the 70s.
Oh, geez.
Oh, you should see it. He played for the Patriots, and I think it was a preseason game. They were going over the middle, and Stingley dove, and Tatum, who was a mean dude, hit him and broke his neck.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, he eventually died from it.
And then we end with Aaron Glenn.
Okay, yeah, those are ones I remember. Most of them anyway. All right, what about
NBA?
NBA 30. Oh, is that your idiot? What's his name? Steph? No, he wears 30.
Yeah, you're close though. His 31. Buddy.
His buddy on the same team?
No, he used
Draymond?
to be. He used to be on the same team.
I don't know.
Now he plays for the Mavs.
Oh, Clay.
Clay wears 31 for some reason.
Mavericks, he wears 31?
Yeah, he wears 31 for some reason. Then there's another obvious one. I won't sit here and let you guess, but Reggie Miller.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest one. Then we got Sean Marion. He wore it when he played for the Mavs. Jason Terry wore it. And then
Jet.
Yeah, the Jet. Jason Jet Terry. And then we got Jarrett Allen, who plays right now for the Cavs.
Okay, all right.
MLB.
I honestly cannot picture anybody. Was there anybody on the list?
Yeah.
Who?
We got to start with Greg Maddux, Cubs pitcher.
And then he was a great pitching coach.
He was incredible. Stats on you want to learn about a phenomenon in terms of pure stats. Greg Maddux has some of the most incredible stats.
Was he on the Rangers staff at one time?
No, that's his brother.
Oh, okay.
And then Fergus Jenkins. He was a Rangers pitcher.
Ferguson Jenkins.
Fergie.
Yeah. We got Mike Piazza.
Yeah. Catcher.
We got Dave Winfield.
Yeah.
Dang, my handwriting is bad.
Yeah, Dave Winfield.
He plays for the Padres. And then Chuck Finley, Angels pitcher. And then it's telling me Max Scherzer wore it.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, cool.
So this Winfield is the son of.
Hey, Terry.
Dave Winfield wore 31 for the Padres and for The Yankees.
for the Yankees.
Mhm.
He played college hoops for the Gophers, and it was in the big brawl they had with Ohio State.
He
Golden
was a good
Gophers.
baseball
Yeah,
player.
yeah.
All right, NHL.
These are hockey. I mean, goalie numbers. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Good luck. Good luck on the first one.
Okay.
We back? Okay, we're back.
All right.
All right, NHL. I'll start with Carey Price,
Yeah.
Canadians. Grant
His
Furr.
nickname was the franchise.
Oh, I like
Grant,
that.
Grant
Yeah.
Furr. Yep.
Grant Furr. Billy Smith.
Yeah. Battling Billy.
Curtis Joseph.
Cujo.
And then
You got
Auntie
you gotta like a goalie named after a rabid dog.
Cujo.
Come
You
on.
Yeah.
know why his name's
Cujo.
CU for Curtis. Joseph
Yeah.
J.O.
Cujo. Beautiful.
And then Auntie Niemi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got Ken Reggett for the Leafs. We
Okay.
got, and then I end with Igor Shesterkin for the
Shesterkin.
Rangers.
Yeah. Shesterkin.
And then
Hey,
what
Terry,
about
welcome, bud.
Andrei
Hope you're feeling well.
Vasilevsky? And what about Ben Bishop for the
Yeah.
Tampa Bay and then the Stars? He was
Who's the Stars goalie right now? Ottinger.
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 And he wears 30.
No, he
He
wears
wears
29.
29.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like 29. Okay, there you have it. Right?
When Bishop was starting for the Stars, up in the nosebleed, he'd walk around the corridor. There's these two guys that would come around in Bishop's vestment and big miter hats. It was kind of fun.
That is funny. All right, March Madness bracket. So let me just tell you what we ended up with last week, namely you two. By the way, my best bracket, my best
I
out
think I
of
did
like
better than you.
you did, you had to. I hope you did because I was only like at
Oh,
70%.
yeah.
However, I have Illinois and Arizona playing in the final,
You're
and
good.
Illinois winning. So it's very possible that Arizona and Illinois will be in the final, and I hope that's the case.
And let me tell you what, with the women and the men having tournaments at the same time,
Yeah,
if you wanted to follow the men's tournament, you know what you do in the Dallas Morning News?
uh,
You go to the inside because they
that's
always have been having front
ESPN does the
page,
same.
full color picture
Yeah,
and article
yeah.
of a women's game. Now,
ESPN does the
but I
same
will
thing.
say this in their defense, TCU and Texas were both there. So they were given the local flavor, so we give
Yeah,
them that due.
it's still anyway. I've noticed that it drives me nuts. But with respect to what we did last Tuesday, because we didn't have a Thursday show, you guys had Duke playing Houston on one side, and Arizona playing Sammy. You had Arizona against Michigan,
Yeah, I got that.
and Jeff had Arizona against Tennessee.
Just
So
because of my going against Big Ten teams.
what we have now is Arizona and UConn, which as
Mm-mm.
much as I can,
Michigan plays Arizona.
Michigan, Arizona.
Yukon, Illinois.
Oh, really?
I promise.
Are you sure?
I looked it up before because I
Put
thought
Are you
money on Sam.
positive?
Money on
I
Sam.
promise you because I looked it up before because I thought we were just gonna go over the Final Four and make a prediction.
Okay, well,
You're gonna have to
that'll
trust
work.
me.
Yeah, I trust you. So, but that UConn game
Oh my gosh.
takes me back to Kenny. Is it Kenny Rice? Is that his name, or Chris Rice,
Oh,
or
for
Wright?
2016,
Somebody, yeah,
number 2. I don't know his name. I don't
yeah,
even.
Villanova.
It
It
was like
was
the exact kind of play, backwards pass. It was crazy.
It was crazy, and I actually think Duke is a classy team. I really like their coach, way he carries himself, and so on and so forth. I do not care for UConn's coach. I think UConn's coach is out there to be seen and heard rather than I mean, he still wins, so he's a very good coach, and I'm not taking that from him. But the antics and the tactics and the show off, I mean, it's just too
I'm
much.
guessing you saw what he did after the buzzer beater. He was celebrating. He went. The referee was walking back to the score table, and he went straight up to the ref and put his forehead on the ref's forehead. And
Yeah, he's
they didn't call a tech or anything.
well, yeah. I mean, it's too late then, but
Speaking
they ought
of
to fine him.
text, did you see what your man Luca did the other night?
No, but I know he's suspended because he can't.
He's suspended for, is it
He
last night's
has.
game?
Yeah, it was last night.
Yeah.
No, it was a couple nights ago because I didn't
Oh.
read it yet. I might have read it in Sunday's paper.
Oh,
He
okay.
puts up 40 and he gets a double tech, which puts him at 16, and at 15 you get a suspension. That guy is a poster boy
Well,
for crybaby, 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 right?
yeah, and I mean that's why I'm going to share a few things here in just a minute about some things Sammy's working on eh, eh, that I think will be awesome. But Nico, this whole disaster of Luca was, in my opinion, wasn't a disaster because of the move itself. It was the way in which it was done, and and that Anthony Davis was part of it. Anthony Davis is going to prove to be. He's not even playing now, I don't think,
No, he has
for the
no.
Wizards, and I mean it's absurd. So anyway, the Mavs are. How many more games are there?
We have 7 games left. We're sitting at 24 wins and 52 losses. It's been this is my first season following an NBA team like this, and of course we can barely get 25. And
So we need to just lose the next seven.
yeah, we have to lose. We have
Yeah.
because we're six. It's close.
And let me make a prediction here, and it has to do with the squabble between the Stars and the Mavericks. And the Mavericks have said now that their final two choices of where they want to go are to the old Valley View Center up
hmm
at Preston in 635 or downtown. And I saw in this morning's paper the picture of the wrecking ball coming through and taking down the Key Bailey Hutchin, Hutchins
Yeah.
Hutchinson
Uh-huh. Yep.
uh, Civic Center, which is going to make more room. And I'm going to make my prediction that they end up in downtown. And when they do that, the Stars are going to say, no more going out to Plano. Now we got American Airlines all by ourselves. That will be our place, and that's how that will play.
I mean, works for me.
Whichever one is off the highway or close to the highway, I hope they don't go to, because I think one of those you said is close to a highway or
Well, the
right on
Valley
top.
View, it's on
Yeah,
635. Yeah.
that would just be. Me and Kenny talked about it. It'd be horrible.
Well, it's even worse where they were going to go out in Plano at the end of the tollway.
Oh,
All right.
yeah.
So we have that about the Mavs. Not a pretty season. Terry says, "How about them Rangers? The Rangers are 3-1, lost the first game. Evaldi took the loss. I assume he's probably either up starting
Friday.
today.
No,
Oh,
today's
oh,
DeGrom,
Degrom.
and then
Yeah.
tomorrow is somebody else, and then Evo will be the
Well,
home
Degrom
opener.
got scratched the other night because of a neck or something.
Yeah, but he's listed as
Yeah,
tomorrow.
3-1 and looking good. I'm telling you, I'm not the only one saying this, but I've been saying this before they even opened. They are stout. I think that
Offense.
they are a better team. I'm telling you, they're a better team in the World Series year of 23.
And Andrew McCutcheon, man,
He's
he
playing, isn't
is
he?
playing his tail
He's been
off.
in the league 18 years, something like that. So we have the Rangers. Stars are doing well. That season, hockey season is about over. Playoffs will begin in the
That's when I
next
start
couple
to
of weeks.
watch.
Yeah. We're going to talk about one of the rules in baseball here in just a little bit and go a little bit more in depth on it because not that everybody's a baseball fan, but it's a league that's been around for however long. And like the NFL, although the NFL has some other things it needs to work on, in my opinion, but the Major League Baseball has taken some steps to make this game much more exciting and intriguing. And I'm not a base. It's like the NBA. I don't care to watch the NBA ever really, but I certainly don't watch it in the regular season. I will watch it when it gets deep into the playoffs because they're at least playing for something immediate. And hopefully refs buckle up and buckle down and start calling things they should be calling. But so I don't. Same with baseball. I don't watch it in April. It's hard, maybe when they first start, but in June, say June, July, I'm not really watching it. But when you add rules like ABS, which is uh, the pitcher, the catcher, and the batter within 2 seconds of a pitch being thrown, can 2 times a game total for a team can challenge a pitch if it was a ball or a strike. If they win the challenge, they keep the challenge. If they lose the challenge, they lose it, and they have won. So when you're out of them, you're out of them. But we're going to talk a little bit more about it in a few minutes and just show you how it works because, again, it's not you don't have to be a baseball enthusiast to really love it. What I focus in on is what are these institutions doing that have been around for so long? What are they doing to make things fresh and new and exciting and cool? And baseball has done some things and continues to do some things. So we're going to talk about that in just a minute. We're going to start with some Tarnations. Um Gavin Newsom, if there aren't enough, that dude's a walking tarnation. I mean, he's 6'4" of just nothing. And why anybody out there would vote for Gavin Newsom is beyond me. But now his wife has had to get into the picture, and the way she gets into the picture is to say,
But before you go into what she said, it's not her getting into the picture. It's somebody bringing her back into the picture because everything you're going to quote from was an interview in 2022.
yeah, but
And it just shows that you always have to be careful what you say
that's
because
true.
it's on record forever.
That's
And so
true.
now here it is 4 years later. It's big news.
Yeah.
Nobody cared about it 2 years ago.
Well, when I say she's coming back into the picture, she has been a part of some news conferences. She interrupted one not long ago, and I think the whole idea of her being first lady is going to impact her
Plus
the
or
same
minus.
way in which him. Well, I think these two people in my opinion, my humble opinion, to live with a Gavin Newsom means you got to be something like him because the behavior is so obnoxious that if you're not, you can bear to stand it. So if all the histrionics we see out of Gavin Newsom, if say his wife had my feelings about those histrionics, there's not a she couldn't spend an hour with him without saying, "I hate you, son of a gun," and be done with it. But I think these people like Hillary gets into it. They get into this whole mode of I'm important. See me. I'm going to say things. I'm going to be notable. I'm going to blah, 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 blah. And now that there's talk of him running for the presidency, I don't think there's any question about it. She's going to get the first lady bug. And
And we've had some good first ladies, haven't we?
we have, and we've had some pretty lousy ones too. But
More good ones, though.
the idea, my opinion, is that the idea of him being president, her being first lady, means she's going to become more visible, more whatever. But you're right about this 4-year-old or 5-year-old comment. Uh, it's a tarnation. It was a tarnation then. It's a tarnation now, and it'll be a tarnation forever.
Right.
But she says evangelicals are pulling us back as a country. I'm not going to read any more than that. I'm just going to tell you this is what the wife of a Democrat, likely to be Democrat presidential candidate, has stated.
And they're in a silo.
And if you state it once, you believe it, unless you've said, I misspoke, I didn't mean that, whatever, and we haven't heard that. So evangelicals are holding America back. So add that to the list of reasons why we ought to boot his skinny arse right out of contention for being president of the United States. I think he's going to do that to himself. And this guy's got a record to defend, and the record is abysmal. So it's going to be entertaining at best, horrible at worst. But it's like watching the train wreck. Watching Kamala Harris, watching Gavin Newsom is like watching a
You
rain wreck.
can't not watch it.
I've got to watch. It's almost like I don't want to see a poor guy that's running from the bulls get gored and knocked out and dragged around like a rag doll. But I'll be danged, I cannot not watch it.
Right.
And I'm cringing the whole time. And I'm cringing when Gavin Newsom speaks or when Kamala, when she does that chuckle, it's cringeworthy. Yeah. So there you have it with my one of my tarnations. How about the Virginia governor now? It took her a matter of what, a month and a half, if that, 2 months? When did they become? I don't know when she became governor, but I don't know if it's the first of the year or if they have a later one, like when the president becomes official. But she has now in the state of Virginia is after Second Amendment rights, which are rights to bear arms and in that law. She just a few weeks ago, through overwhelming grassroots activism and pressure from gun rights organizations, a similar assault weapons ban was defeated in New Mexico, but passed in Virginia. The law, I was trying to see where I had it. Let me see if I can. Assault weapons ban.
Assault weapons banned and magazine cartridges
Yeah,
with
that hold
15 or more.
right.
Well, guess what? There's a lot of them with less than that, and you can have a couple of quick ones in there. And so I don't know what you accomplish
Yeah,
all the
I
way
mean the
there.
people of Virginia. I hate to say this really because people get impacted by politics that voted the opposite way. But people in Virginia knew better, should have known better. This woman played them, and now look what they're dealing with.
And what about the red flag law part of that? That um, doctors, educators, spouses, all this list of people can make a petition
Mhm.
to have that person
Banned.
be banned.
Yeah.
It's like everybody's gonna be pointing fingers at everybody,
Yeah.
and then I mean, whoa,
I mean, from a
Katie by the
human
door.
safety standpoint, obviously we don't want a gun, any kind of gun in the hands of a deranged lunatic. But you're right. I mean, everybody and their brother will be called a deranged lunatic, so as to keep a gun away from them, ban them from guns.
Unsecured around children.
Yeah,
The guy comes home, he takes his holster off, he puts it on the dresser while he's changing. It's unsecured, and all of a sudden now, I mean,
yeah,
it's just
it will get crazy.
too much
You know what?
privatization of our
To
lives.
that point, Sammy already knows this, but my mother-in-law, God bless her, is going through some challenges as she turns 80 today. So happy birthday, Sue. Uh, hope you're having a fun day. There are a bunch of the family over there right now. I couldn't be there, and Sammy couldn't be there because of the show, but she's celebrating her 80th birthday. But we
Nice.
brought a weapon over from her house that had been put away for a long, long time. And so Sonia
You
put it on
brought it
my
over where?
to our house.
Okay.
So Sonia had it on my nightstand when I got home, and I'm just looking at that thing, and I'm not pointing at anybody or myself, obviously, but I'm being flippant with it insofar as it's an older gun, Browning, so it's got still has the safety, old-timey, old-fashioned safety buttons and that sort of thing that new weapons don't have. Uh, and come to find out,
It's loaded.
the clip was full, and there was a bullet in the chamber. And I'm like, honey, Sonia had no idea. And when it was in a case, a thing, so it wasn't like she was going to, in bringing it over, just be handling it. But I'm thinking, why is that gun loaded? And it had 10 of them in there, like she's ready for war.
10 different
It's
guns?
no 10 bullets in the
Oh,
clip. And so you got to be careful. But there's what's going on in Virginia. And thank God we live in this great state of Texas, because it will take an act of Jesus coming back before anything like that happens here. I want to talk about Eric Swalwell. Eric Swalwell, another one running for the governor of California, and for you all that care about what's going on in California. There are some Republicans running. A sheriff in the state, a guy named Steve Hilton, who's was originally from Britain. Is a very smart guy. He's been on Fox a lot. I think he had his own show. He's running, and I think the polls show that there's a really good chance that the next governor of California could be a Republican. So we'll have to see. Uh, that would be an amazing feat and really impact a state that is in deep, deep trouble. I got friends that live out there, and the amount of gas tax, I mean, other taxes, the restrictions, that is unbelievable. That in New York, I just don't. My man Maury, I'm sorry you have to pay such high taxes. It's brutal up there. So, but we'll see what happens in California. Swalwell is one of the candidates. Swalwell is known for many things, one of which is having an affair years ago with the Chinese spy named Fang Fang, and got busted
ooh,
for it. And now the FBI has said that we may, as a point of transparency, or making sure that people know who Eric Swalwell really is, we may expose and not leak, but put these papers out so everybody can see it. And Swalwell has come back. Swalwell is a mental midget, first of all. Secondly, he talks tough. He's kind of the guy on the playground that wants to look like he's tough, but you blow at him and he falls over. He has said that he will take legal action against the FBI. So we're going to see what happens with that showdown. But it goes to show you, whether it's what you said or what you did in the world of politics, there's no escaping it,
didn't
and
get away.
it'll catch up with you sooner or later. So we have that as somewhat of a tarnation. I want to talk about Tiger in just a second. There is a robot. I think I talked about this before. A tennis robot, meaning the dude can play tennis. So it's not one of these. What's that thing y'all do, Sammy? The dance. Is that a dance? Yeah, that thing. This dude can play tennis.
You know
Yeah,
what? That comes under
and
the
hit
category
shots.
of I don't really care.
And but what else is coming? I mean, if he can play tennis, we thought Roomba, the vacuum cleaner that
Hmm.
we're talking about a life-size robot at some point that'll be come over and do all your chores for you. I mean, that's where we're
You know,
headed.
the old Flintstones comic strip had, and that was in the 60s.
Yeah,
They they, they had they had a robot.
yeah. So,
Uh,
but a tennis that can play, I mean, a robot that can play tennis is a robot that can do a lot of things.
Can you
Um,
imagine a comic strip? Actually, it was a cartoon on TV,
yeah,
right? In the 60s, talking about having robots in your
yeah.
house.
That was the whole idea of the cartoon,
That was
the
very forward
Jetsons.
thinking, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it was. And then the last one I want to share with you is that the state of Florida has decided enough is enough out of the NFL. And so the governor of Florida, Ron DeSantis, a quality guy, done a great job running that state, has finally said the NFL's Rooney Rule, which is named after the Pittsburgh Steelers' original owner, Art
Art Rooney.
Rooney, that says you must interview minorities in the process of hiring a new coach. And there are some minimum requirements that not just one as a token,
Yeah.
but more than one. You have to seriously interview these people, which I argue as a business owner, nobody should tell me if I'm not breaking the law. Nobody should tell me who I got to interview and who I can't interview. Simple as
This
that.
law has been around for a long time and it has not produced that many
Mm-mm.
black hires. And two black coaches were just fired this year. I was going to look it up.
Oh, the two coaches were fired. I didn't know you were
Two,
asking
yeah.
that. Or yeah, the one from Atlanta, Raheem Morris. No, the no, there was another one.
I
When
meant to look it up
yeah.
when I
Anyway,
read it.
so we had. You're right about it. Hasn't produced what the NFL wants it to produce. But the Rooney Rule says it's DEI, it's woke. They've gotten around it not being a big topic in America because it's called the Rooney Rule. Nobody, or few people outside of football know what that even means. Now you do, but it's a requirement that says you have to interview really for the purposes of hiring an African American or minority coach, and I that's not acceptable. Hire the best coach you can, and because you're out there to win the Super Bowl, and so Florida Governor Ron DeSantis has said enough's enough out of the NFL. They're one of the more woke organizations entities in this country, and Ron DeSantis is saying enough is enough, and he's going to drop affirmative action, which is what the Rooney Rule is, or face legal consequences. So we'll see what happens. Um,
Now, that only applies to the three Florida teams,
yeah, you
his
can't
law.
go beyond that. So it would be the Dolphins, the Jacksonville Jaguars, and Tampa Bay. Yeah, because
That's
it's
the
a
only place he's
Florida,
got
it's a
any
state issue.
jurisdiction.
It's a
I
state
mean, he's
issue.
making a state law
Yeah.
about a national issue,
Yeah.
but
So
he's
there will be if he's successful, like many other cases where if one AG or one governor or one whatever is successful at doing something and other states want to do it, that gives them the momentum to do it themselves.
yeah. And then
Uh,
look at the states with multiple teams. New York's got multiple. California's got multiple.
we have multiple.
Texas has got multiple.
Yeah. So uh, we'll see. To me, it just seems like a waste of time, and it's so woke. It's just obnoxious. I think
Pennsylvania.
Roger Goodell is one of the most woke commissioners and all of commissioners.
Speaking of woke, did you hear about this story in the NBA about Jaden Ivey?
Yeah,
He was talking about
it's a good story. We'll talk about it more on Thursday. But he was booted. He got cut. Yeah, waived because of his Christian beliefs. It yeah, it's an amazing thing. Adam Silver may run a good league, although I'm not so sure about that. But he's
Little
woke too.
skinny cue ball.
He's he's woke. I think they're all woke, frankly. When the commissioner of the NHL has Pride nights, you don't need to know much more than that. We should never purposefully offend anyone for the way in which they live unless they are threatening our existence or our family's existence. So I'm not in favor of disparaging anyone for the way they live. I am in favor of a league not being allowed to tell a team how to celebrate something or that they have to celebrate something and for god awful uniforms they have to wear and all that other stuff. It's silly. This guy stands up for his Christian beliefs, and he gets cut. Who was the team?
It was the Bulls, and they said it was because he was being detrimental to the team, and he was literally just talking about
Yeah,
Christianity on Instagram.
I would assume that if he's a good player and he's a
He
pro,
was a top 5 pick. He was drafted to Pistons, got traded this
yeah.
off or this
We'll talk more
trade.
about it on Thursday. All right. I also one last thing I wanted to tell you. I came across this story, and it says happier and healthier people do these 6 things every day.
Okay, before I make my picks, how'd you
Your
go?
picks.
Well,
We're gonna guess, right?
whether I do them or not.
Oh, whether
Uh,
you do the yeah, go ahead.
Well,
No, I'm you.
how'd you do?
Oh, I didn't do that. I just read the story.
Oh, okay.
So happy and healthier people do these 6 things every day, says wellness expert Angelica Stabile. So what's one of them? Just name me one. Happier and healthier.
oh,
Get
healthier. I was gonna say
get 8 hours of sleep per night.
Let me see. Eh.
make a good breakfast.
Well, I'll give you number one, although it's not in the order of importance, but just number one is follow a healthy diet.
Healthy diet. Okay,
Yeah,
All right.
that's about
So
the
you
only
got
thing I got.
one. What else?
boy, well, that's brilliance, isn't it?
What else?
Take a shower.
Eh.
I'm gonna think of all the obvious ones. You're gonna have to.
All right. So be happier and healthier. Be healthier. What do you got to do every day?
Get some
Oh,
exercise.
yeah.
Exercise is
Exercise.
two, which I will tell you, I do all of these. I think. Well, maybe.
Okay,
I don't exercise frequently enough.
drink enough water.
And then that's not on here. That's overrated.
Um, talk to family, converse
No,
with
let me help you.
family.
Otherwise, we'll be here all day.
Okay,
All right.
we got
Number
two.
number one, follow a healthy diet. Number two, exercise frequently. Number three, abstain from smoking and drinking.
Well, that's
Well, you didn't say it. And number four, never stop learning. So I,
That's
Sonia and
good.
I,
That's good.
we call it our educational 30 minutes. We watch Jeopardy.
We do too.
And I really enjoy that.
We
And
do
we have
too.
our day in history. I
Yeah,
do multiple. I start the day with a day crossword puzzle, and I end the day with a crossword puzzle. It
we do
really
at our house
a
also.
hard one, not what's the how do most sentences what word do most sentences start with? The. It's not
Yeah,
one of those. It's you have to think about it. It's so important, Sammy, for you. It's really important, young people. Number five, and we talked about this in here. Become a skilled problem solver. The world is desperate for problem solvers, and there aren't enough. There are problem communicators.
pray.
Yeah, well, that's not on here, but that's true
Well,
too.
that's what Sonya said. She's
yeah.
gonna check.
Oh yes, for sure. Become a skilled problem solver. And number six, love.
Wow.
Love.
So love, and
That's kind of
Genius.
what I meant with
Yeah.
love, family,
yeah,
and
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I look at some people out there. I look at like Keith Olbermann, who's on whatever he's on. He's got his own little podcast now because he's lost about 18 jobs that he's ever had. The guy is just a nasty human being. He's single, ostensibly alone. He's nasty. I mean, the things he comes out and says about people are just it's unreal, off the charts. And so the idea of loving others. So there you have that. All right. The role of podcasters. So we do a podcast. We've hit our 131st show. We've been at it for how long now? Are we
We
going on
started
2 years or
we
1 year?
started in October, a year and a half.
Okay.
October 2024.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're a year and a half. It's gone by fast. We don't claim to be the best podcasters around. We enjoy what we do. It's authentic, and we're not trying to imitate anybody, obviously. And so it's just three of us that have a good time doing this. And we like learning, and we like sharing it, and we like hearing what you all have to say, and we like talking about hearing what each other has to say and talking about it. So and we stick to just whatever cultural, as we know, cultural events, sports, that sort of thing. Podcasting today, as we've shared before, the statistics and the results of polls and other research says that podcasting today in America is more popular than talk radio. Talk radio isn't on every radio station. It's the minority when it comes to what are the formats of radio programs in America. But there are a decent number of radio talk shows. Podcasting has exceeded popularity the appeal of those radio programs. And so I say to myself, well, why is that? Because to be, as we talked about in prep, to be a to be a Rush Limbaugh, to be a Sean Hannity who has his own program, or Mark Levin, or whatever, whoever you want to say, as a radio talk show host, you got to have some degree of expertise. You got to be able to fill in the litmus test. You
Right.
know, or do you know how to do you know how to operate a radio show? Do you know how to go to commercials and segues and all that sort of thing? Do you know how to talk with guests who may call in, so on and so forth. So there's some degree of expertise, and we've gotten better at what we do. We don't have call-ins, um, and we don't go to commercials. But if we did, we could do that. I think without much difficulty. It may take us a couple of shows, and so there is some criteria. And yet, when it comes to podcasting, anybody can do it. You got to have cameras. You got to have, some people don't even have a studio. You don't have to have a studio, obviously. So the idea now that podcasting is more popular makes sense. Thank you, Tammy. It's so important and valuable to us that you guys are here. Uh, you and Terry and my beautiful wife and Chuck and all the other regulars. It really means a lot to us. Uh, but you don't have to have any expertise. We're just two old goofy guys with a goofy son here, and we do it.
Wouldn't it be interesting to know why Tammy listens to us and why other people listen to us?
Yeah, I mean, we don't know the exact answer to that. Now, these people know us, we know them, uh, but still, I love people out there. I ain't gonna listen to them, so I'm not gonna listen to. If Maury has a podcast, I might turn it on and to support him, but I'm not necessarily going to listen all the time. He'll put me to
Unless he
sleep.
was hilarious, then you
Yeah,
would.
it's like David Hill when David Hill used to come on. What was the other one we had? Sunspot Live, uh, when he was the mayor. I'll never forget Jimmy Porch telling me that he was so happy that we were on because every night at midnight he could put us on and put his baby to sleep. So not everybody is worth listening to, but Tammy is a wonderful, precious human being, the servant of all servants, and she knows where my heart is, and by extension, you guys. So, but specifically, I mean, I want to believe that it's because we are compelling, that we have stories here or information that you're not going to hear anywhere else.
I guarantee
Um,
that.
and so, oh, we didn't. Did we start talking about Tiger and then stop?
No.
You
I
said
want
I'll
to. I
mention
want to talk.
Tiger.
Yeah, I want to talk about Tiger in a minute. But we that it's interesting because why do people? There are some podcasts out there right now. We got the conservative podcasters, the more well-known ones, the Mark Levin, Megan Kelly, Tucker Carlson. I don't know that Sean Hannity's into it, but they're
You
killing
got to
each other.
throw Charlie in there too.
Charlie, but
Charlie.
Charlie's not here. Right now, what's going on is that they are eating each other alive. It's bizarre what's happened, particularly with Tucker. And Tucker, Megan Kelly and Tucker against Mark Levin, it is nasty. I mean, I listen to them, and the things they say about one another is nasty. And really, it's largely over the feelings and beliefs about Israel. But it has become personal and it's nasty.
Tucker and Megan are going at each other
No, they're going at
at the okay.
Mark and Mark at them, but the others jump in. And then you have the guys like Nick Fuentes
Oh
and
my
this
God.
kid we're going to show you in a minute. I
Have you
mean,
seen Nick Fuentes?
yeah,
Like what
yeah,
he
he's
says?
brutal,
Oh my
brutal.
gosh.
What I think what it comes down to, I mean, if you look at the AM and FM radio dials, talk radio is a small percentage. If you look at Sirius radio and all the different things they've got, talk radio is a small percentage. But the thing about the traditional music channels is that they have their format, and then if you don't like hard rock, or you don't like country, or you don't like soul, or you don't like Christian, you don't listen to them. You listen to what you want. And the same thing has to do with podcasts. You listen to people whose opinions you share. And what happens is you don't diversify your opinion one bit. All you do is reinforce your feelings, and it gives you a good feeling to say, man, that person, they feel like I do. I feel good because I know other people feel like me.
Yeah, that's an echo chamber. That therein lies the perils of an echo chamber.
Yeah.
If beyond your echo chamber, we all have an echo chamber because we marry people that we love and that are like us or complement us. We hang with friends that are similar to us. So we all have
We
an
go to
echo chamber.
church with people with similar
We
beliefs.
all have an echo chamber. It's getting outside that echo chamber that really we can find a lot of value. So I encourage people, those listening, and uh, anytime I can, you don't have. I'm not asking you to spend 30 minutes listening to Rachel Maddow. You will go crazy if you do, or Nick Fuentes or anybody else. But where I think the value of a site like TikTok really rests is that you can get snippets of opposing views from people that are popular out there and that are sharing a message that's contrary to what ours is. Go listen to Talarico speak for 15 minutes. Go watch Chris Hayes on MS, what used to be MSNBC, now it's MS Now. Go go listen for one segment between commercials, just 15 minutes, and you will get a sense. Um, listen to a politician on the left. Listen to a Jamie Rankin, who's despicable. But listen to what he's saying and try to get a sense of what is being said outside the echo chamber. It's it's really it's really amazing because these there are things on podcasting that are just abhorrent. You know, I told my son, I mentioned in the Sunday school class, we're looking for a new pastor at First Baptist Church, and the committee, the search committee, is going to take a long time. And I don't fundamentally, I don't have too much a problem with it. I think they can do it quicker than what it's actually being done. But who am I to say? I'm not going to sit on the sidelines and complain about that. But what companies fall into traps and churches and other, I mean, think about dating. We've probably all heard before that, boy, you ought to date for a year and a half or 2 years so you know you're not getting yourself into a mess. Well, sometimes we can date so long that, and then we believe, well, I've been dating her for 5 years. I've got to be right. So asking her to marry me and us having a successful marriage is a given because we've dated so long. Companies, and maybe you've experienced this in your career, companies will take forever to hire somebody. It's painstaking. Think about coaches, although coaches get hired a lot quicker, but companies will take forever to interview and to go through the process because at the end of it, when they've hired somebody, they will say, this person is the perfect choice because look, it took us so long. We did so much due diligence. Churches do the same thing. But the reality of it is that that doesn't mean that long process doesn't mean that you're going to have uh, the best pastor. It's like saying staying in my echo chamber. My echo chamber is going to just reinforce everything I believe,
Right.
but at the end of the day, it's not making me any wiser. It's making me more confident and more giddy and more woman fuzzy. But I need to know what Talarico says, and that's why we talk about this on that stuff on this show. So podcasting is popular, but I say we be careful about what we listen to. Not that it's all of
Right.
our echo chamber and
Right.
only that, and not that it's too much of the other because you'll go crazy, but know what's being said out there. I want to just mention Tiger before we get to our regular stuff. Tiger Woods, many of you may know this, most of you don't. I am a gigantic Tiger Woods fan, not only because of the talent that he uh, uh, was given and then developed, you know, beginning at age 2 or 3 when he was on the Ed Sullivan Show all those years ago, back in the, I guess that would have been the 60s, early 70s, because Tiger's 50, so whenever that was. But um, Tiger Woods, from all that I've ever studied or known about him and just tried to learn as much about him as I could, was a beast when it comes to, or when it came to training, perfecting. Uh,
His Marine father
yes,
drilled into him practice and hard work.
yeah. So that combined with the God-given talent he was given turned him into. I really wasn't into golf, and I wasn't. Jack Nicklaus was ending his career as I was getting into golf as a man Sammy's age. Same with Arnold Palmer.
Mhm.
But I suspect that not more, but same number of people roughly will say that Jack Nicklaus is the greatest ever. That will say that Tiger is the greatest ever. For me, I would say that Tiger is the greatest ever. However, Tiger has done some things, as we now know. We've known this since 2009 that are really bad. And his kids are 17 and 18 or 18 and 19. I think it's 17 and 18. And so they're seeing their dad now, as a result of last Friday's accident, continue to struggle with something that isn't apparent to the rest of us at face value. Because on Tuesday night of last week, Tiger was in the TGL, the golf league, indoor virtual golf uh, finals. He played, and he played relatively well, and was interviewed and was cutting up and being a regular teammate. And then 3 days later, he has an accident, which I hope, I pray that Tiger is looking beyond Tiger and saying, you know what, this may kill me, but more importantly, I may kill some innocent person out there.
What did you see? What he said
Yeah,
for
they
the
was looking at
reason?
his phone. Yeah, but he's looking at his phone. I get that, although I try
Glad
to
you
do.
admitted it, but it's the worst answer
Yeah,
possible.
it's being honest is never bad, but what you're being honest about is bad in this case. And so, but making that worse is that he was at a high rate of speed, and he wasn't on some highway. He was in a neighborhood,
Yeah.
and he clipped a vehicle that then turned him over. So something is going on with Tiger, and I know Sonia, cover your ears, but Tiger just came out with his new line. He comes out with these new drops, and he just came out with a spring collection, masters kind of stuff. And so I'm looking at it and I'm saying, well, is he so big in popularity that coming out with this at the same time he just had his third accident or fourth accident,
Fourth.
DUI, is that going to hamper the interest people have? It doesn't hamper my interest because I am so, and maybe to a fault, I am so hooked on the idea and the ideal of redemption. And you say, well, how many times is Tiger going to get redemption? I mean, but then again, uh, God's clear about how many times we are to forgive people, and how many times. Look how many times we're forgiven. For goodness sakes, I get forgiveness throughout today, which would be enough for some people, maybe in their lifetime. I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to go out and hurt anybody. I'm not going to be a bad guy, but I'm sure there. I mean, it's just redemption is what I.
Not 7 times, but 7 times 7 times.
That's right. So I say this about those of us who go after Tiger, and Dave Portnoy
Is he
of
going after him?
Barstool. Yeah, he's gone after Tiger. And this is Dave Portnoy started, he's a millionaire. He started Barstool Sports. He's got a podcast, surprise. Uh, he's a little frat boy. He's filthy,
His
just
his
despicable.
rise to fame, what he used to do was go in to a pizza shop, get a slice, and then do a review right outside, and he would
Yeah,
get into conversation and stuff. But I never knew he was into sports
yeah,
until
yeah.
a little bit ago because he always did pizza reviews. But
Yeah, so that's where he did get his, but he's hammering away at Tiger. And he's hammering away at Tiger for saying, when are you going to learn? He's got some points that he's making. He's not the one to be calling Tiger out, in my opinion. But Tiger Woods is a dad. He's dating Donald Trump Jr.'s ex-wife. I'm sure those people care about him. It's a sad revelation. An interesting thing I told Sonia last night in one of his new lines or new drops that came out recently. The color of shirt is the color of this blue on our sponsor's hat. That, and he wore it. You can see it in his mugshot and everything else. So that every size in that shirt on Sunday Red went sold out. So anyway, I just want to say that about Tiger Woods. And about all of us, that redemption is always there, and we can't take
Amen.
advantage of it
Amen.
or take it for granted, but it is always there.
and real quick, do I know we're going back to this? Do we make our picks for Final Four?
No, but we can't do that right
Okay,
now.
Michigan, Arizona.
Oh, Arizona. I got Arizona, Illinois with Illinois winning.
Oh, okay, that's right. So you did say that. So who do you have UConn versus Illinois?
Whoever Sam has.
Okay, cool. I'll write it
What
down.
do
I
you
just want to
have?
make sure. I have Michigan and Illinois in the final, and Michigan winning.
Really? Two
Yeah,
big teams.
yeah, yeah.
All right, Jeff, we're not going to get to all this other stuff. What time is it? 12:50. We got to
We can
Let me
bang
see.
out a poem in
I do, yeah,
history.
but we'll get to your poem. I do want to mention Sammy. Uh, I'm proud of him, is working on becoming a columnist, in this case, sports, and not just the recap of a game, or you know how well Cooper played or how bad somebody else played. This is really to say, wh- let's look deeper at sports and the nuances. So he just finished his first column that we will probably post today. If not, uh, if not today, then on Saturday. I'll leave it up to you. But it's really about Luca or Cooper, and Sammy makes the case for one of them, and why, uh, what he thinks about the impact on the Mavericks. So we hope you will support Sammy. Sammy's not only talented in sports, but he understands sports. So I'm looking forward to that. All right.
Today's poem is Murder Most Foul by Bob Dylan. Uh, March 27th of 2020, he released it as a song on his 39th album, Rough and Rowdy Ways, and it clocks in at 17 minutes, and you know how gravelly he can be. But I'll tell you what, his poetry is, as always, beautiful, and there's 82 rhyming couplets in it, and it's a winding tale of JFK, and then it leads into all the music he misses in his life. And I'm going to give it to you in 6 sections because it's so long. If people don't like it, tell me. Jeff, it walks at you, but son, if I don't hear anything from you because I never hear anybody, I'll assume you liked it. It was a dark day in Dallas, November 63, a day that will live in infamy. President Kennedy was a riding high. Good day to be living and a good day to die. Being led to the slaughter like a sacrificial lamb. He said, "Wait a minute, boys. You know who I am?" "Of course we do. We know who you are." Then they blew off his head while he was still in the car. Shot down like a dog in broad daylight. Was a matter of timing, and the timing was right. "You got unpaid debts we've come to collect. We're going to kill you with hatred without any respect. We'll mock you and shock you, and we'll put it in your face. We've already got somebody here to take your place." Thousands were watching. No one saw a thing. It happened so quickly, so quick by surprise, right there in front of everyone's eyes. Greatest magic trick ever under the sun. Perfectly executed, skillfully done. Wolfman, oh Wolfman, oh Wolfman, howl. Rub a dub dub. It's a murder most foul.
Very good. Yeah, we didn't get to ABS. We didn't get to any of those videos. Let me show real quickly. How much time do we have? I don't think we have time. On Thursday,
We promise.
on Thursday, we have some videos that I think you'll get a kick out of. Two of them are about the ABS, the rule in the baseball where you tap your hat if the pitcher isn't, if the pitch you believe is not what the ump called.
Right.
And one of them shows how the ump responds to it. He doesn't like it. Uh, and then
But you
we
know what? He's going to get supported because it's going to prove he was right. So,
Or no, these were when he was wrong. So we'll have someone there, and then I want to show you a video of a guy. What's that kid's name, Sammy? That Dean Withers, a little punk, if you ask me. But we're going to listen to Dean Withers, and then we have a video that I want to show you about some professor talking about pronouns. All right,
today in history,
let's hear
brought
it.
to you by my wife, Rita and Kennedy. I called my wife 5 minutes before the show, said I forgot to bring it. Can you run it down? And then I said, no, you can send a picture to Kennedy, an email, and she'll print it and she'll bring it across the street. And that's what happened. So here we are today in history, March 31st. Japan and the United States signed the Treaty of Kanawha, which opened two Japanese ports to American vessels and marked the beginning of the Japanese transition away from isolationism.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, we don't know where to go with this.
1808.
46.
1854. We all got it wrong.
I was saying 19.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
Here we go. I happened to luck in on this one. The Eiffel Tower in Paris opened for dignitaries at 1,024 feet. It was the world's tallest building.
That's 1872.
1912.
1889, very close.
Oh man, I was there.
The conclusion of a nationally broadcast address on Vietnam, President Lyndon B. Johnson stunned listeners by declaring, I shall not seek and I will not accept the nomination of my party for another term as your president. Come
What
on,
president?
guys.
Which president?
LBJ.
Oh,
LBJ?
LeBron James.
Remember,
We jumped. No, I'm just talking about how much we jumped in
oh,
years.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
we did.
Okay, so then with you saying that, I'll say 1950.
No, this would be 1964.
68.
I don't know when LeBron was president.
Hey, how about this one, Sam? Don't let me down here. Tejano music star Selena, age 23, died after being shot by Yolanda Salvador.
Salvador.
Saldivar,
Oh,
the president of Selena's fan club. What?
who's
Oh yeah,
Selena?
she was like J Lo, but way back.
Oh,
Wait a minute. Who was found to have been embezzling money from the singer.
Yeah,
She
just
was
killed
later
her.
convicted of first-degree murder and sentenced to life in prison. You never heard of her?
never heard of her. I'll go 79.
92.
95.
Dang it.
Yeah, just cold blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Four,
even know. I don't know who that is.
jealousy.
I don't know what.
4 U.S. civilian contractors were killed in Iraq. Insurgents in Fallujah, Iraq, frenzied crowd then dragged the burned, mutilated bodies and hanged 2 of them from a bridge.
2004.
98.
The bonus is in effect.
Nice,
Oh,
Sam.
I just went with the year I was born. Boom, baby.
Harry, with an I, Terry Schiavo, age 41, died at a hospice in Pinellas Park, Florida, 13 days after her feeding tube was removed in a wrenching court battle that began in 98.
2014.
12.
5.
Ooh, I got it.
Oh, wow.
I remember that. That was rough.
And I don't usually say when we close, but I will tell you that we close with scientists announced they had finished fully sequencing the human genome, the full genetic blueprint for human life.
2017.
21.
22.
Mm.
You're both in.
5 and 2 today, Sammy.
That was bad.
All
6 and
right.
2 for the big man. Here we go.
Our sounds strange. What is it? True facts that sound like
BS.
strange. All right, you ready? We're getting away from sports, so we'll see. You got to broaden your horizon.
All right.
True or false?
We're not one trick cowboys, are
No,
we?
we're
True or
not.
false? There are two items here. Both are the same answer, but they're two aspects.
Okay.
The Earth is 70% water, and just 1% of it is considered drinkable. True or false? What, true or false? Is it
True.
70% water? True or
True.
false?
True. Much of it's the ocean. And
Just 1% of it is considered drinkable. True or false?
True.
I want to say false. I think it's less than point or than 1%.
Although the Earth is 70% water, just 1% of it is considered drinkable.
So they're
All
both
that
true.
salt water doesn't
Yeah,
count.
there's
They're
so much
both,
salt water.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're both true. All right, our sponsor.
You quit keeping track of our.
Oh, I quit. Yeah, I got to
Yeah.
remember. All right, so
Try to give us a little credit where it's due.
you're there. All right, you're 2-2 now.
All right.
Whatever I've been keeping, you're 2-2. All right, our sponsor is Hoosier Custom Meats. Sammy, I'll have it up for you on the screen. They provide, for those who want it, yes, farm raised beef of all kinds, and can do a lot of different things for you based on your wants and needs. So it's very good stuff. Hoosier Custom Meats, their family in Italy, Texas. And I was just reading as I was thinking as well about their family history here. Maybe one of these days I need to go deeper on that. But they are right here in our community, HoosierCustomMeats.com. Check it out there, and you can see the phone number on the screen. If you're looking for great meat, go to Hoosiers. So there you have it for today. We will be back on Thursday to talk about a lot of things we didn't get to today, but more to come, including some really cool videos that I think you'll like.
But we're never going to 2 hours.
No, all yours.
Have a great day and try to put a smile on somebody's face. Boom.